This video is going to be an end-to-end experience with how to use the brand new CSG electronic application platform. We've built this platform into our CSG Market Advisor quoting tools to allow a universal application to be submitted by multiple carriers into their application system, so the agent can not only run quotes but actually submit an application on the system. The same process every time. Like I said, for multiple carriers. For this demo, we're going to do Mutual of Omaha, and as you can see, I've already ran a quote here on our CSG quoting tools. And as the agent, I'm going to go ahead and want to apply an application or apply an applicant for this United World policy. We'll go ahead and click Apply Now. What this is going to do on the back end, because I've already entered in my routing and account number with Mutual of Omaha, it's validating me as an agent. A, making sure that I'm active with them as an insurance agent, and B, making sure that I'm now licensed in the state that I'm trying to submit an application for. You can see here that as my name and writing number is going to be here, just a fake agent and fake writing number that we've created. In addition, we've carried over information like the price per month, gender, age, tobacco status, all of that's been carried over. And it's asking me to select my underwriting type. For this demo purpose, we'll go ahead and select full underwritten, just so we can go through some of the health questions that it will ask. But we do have the options of open enrollment or guaranteed issue. So if you are dealing with one of those types of cases, you can select it. All of the logic has been built in. So if you select guaranteed issue, and then depending on how you answered one of the questions, if it's not actually guaranteed issue, it's fully underwritten, it will then have you do that again. It will have you essentially go back and recheck this and readjust the application. So all the logic will make sure that depending on how you're answering the questions, nothing like that will be adjusted. So we'll go ahead and click fully underwritten. We'll press see here as we get to the next screen, there'll be a kind of a status bar here on the right hand side. The green's really telling you, hey, you've completed this. You don't need to go back. All the information has been filled out accurately. And you'll see here that there is a yellow exclamation point. That means that there's still information that needed to be filled out, and before you can submit this app, you must go to that tab. So it's really a status bar for you. We'll go ahead and start typing in this information. The date of birth is different than the age that you actually give. It will adjust. And then lastly, height and weight. So if the person is outside a certain height and weight limit, let's say that they are overweight, and the company that you're submitting an application for does have the ability to raise the rate because they're out a certain height and weight chart, it will update automatically. So you can see here the system is checking to see if the rate needs to be updated based upon how you answered those questions. If it does so, it will adjust accordingly. So you cannot submit an application that would be incorrect. We'll go ahead and press no for an explanation of benefits, and we'll go ahead and press no for a temporary ID card, and we'll click next. We're not going to do a household discount application here, but if we did, we can click yes, and we can then ask the information that it would need, and it would adjust the rate accordingly as it's trying to do now. If you were eligible then for that household discount. We'll type in some Medicare information, so we'll type in a Social Security number. And enter in, are we covered by Part A? Click the effective date. Covered by Part B, yes. We'll click the effective date. Applying for a guaranteed issue period, no, and we had checked that before, so it automatically defaults that. Do you turn age 65 in the last 6 months? No. And do I roll in Part B in the last 6 months? No. In the event that we answered yes, the system would warn us, hey, this is a guaranteed issue policy, and so it will then be able to skip the health questions, and so it will warn you based upon how you selected a feature on the application, how that's changed the application process. So we'll go to previous existing coverage. It'll ask us if we're covered under Medicaid, and so it'll kind of give us lost or losing coverage. If you were to answer yes because you were losing coverage, again it'll switch you to a guaranteed issue option. But we'll go ahead and press no. Do we have another Medicare sub policy in force? No. You have coverage in Part B with the last 63 days. Yes. Are you still covered under that Medicare plan? No. And we'll go ahead and put the end dates in here. Is this your first time in Medicare? Yes. Do we drop a plan? We'll click yes, we did drop a plan. And is the Medicare policy certificate still available? No. And then we get a reason for disenrolling. And we'll just click other. Click other. Click no to that one. So we're going to press next. Here's the health information. Because this is a fully underwritten plan, we have to do this. If it was guaranteed issue, you would not have to complete these types of questions. We'll go ahead and press no for all of these. And again, as you click these, the system is updating the price or letting you know that depending on how you answered something, you may be in warning of something not being fully underwritten or not being fully issued. We'll go ahead and press yes for kidney disease, and I'll kind of show you the error that should be popping up here on the right-hand side to warn you as the agent that something might be awry. So here, based upon health question responses, applicant may not qualify for coverage. Now, you could still submit this application, but it's warning you as the agent because you've clicked yes to chronic kidney disease and emphysema. Based upon how you've answered that, they might not be issued the coverage, and so it'll warn you that that's the case. We'll go ahead and press no for those, and we'll press no for the rest of these conditions. Once the system is saying, okay, you're good to move forward, we'll click next. Here's the medication. I'll go ahead and click yes, just to kind of show you this piece here. But it'll kind of give you an idea of what this will look like. This is where you enter in your drug information. So you can do the search available medications. You can type in a certain type of drug. It'll pull up available medications. You can give your dosage, your frequency, medications you've taken in the last 2 years, primary physician. You can add the prescription in, and again, this will work just like it did before. If you wanted to add in drugs, and if certain drugs that they had in there were possible declines, it will warn you just like we did the health questions. We'll go ahead and press no since we have a healthy individual here. And we'll go then to the method of payment. Right now it's going to be asked if it's going to be print for a wet signature. I'm doing this over the phone, so we will say no. We got to do it over the phone. They want to do automatic bank withdrawal, and they want to do automatic bank withdrawal for ongoing. They want it to be on the first, and it's a checking account. Go ahead and write in the routing number. Here's to be completed by the producer. We delivered the policy to the applicant. We have accurately recorded everything. The survey, we have interviewed the proposed applicant. We don't have any notes to the underwriting. I do have a notice of termination or evidence of insurance for that individual as a document type, and I can upload that to this. So if you wanted to send in documentation for a certain thing, maybe they lost their coverage and you want to be able to provide that type of information to the document, you can do so. But that's what you'll do it here on this page in terms of to be completed by the producer. We'll review and lock the application. So everything's been submitted, everything's done. It looks like it's all complete. So what we'll do is we will lock and sign, or we can print for signature. So if you'd rather print this as a wet signature, you can, or we can lock and sign. By locking it means that you can't go out there and edit any of the information after the signature. If you do, you'll have to re-get the signature associated with the applicant that you're trying to enroll. We'll go ahead and press agree to the terms of use in the service. And so this is just a terms of use or terms of agreement for electronic signature consent. So we'll go ahead and press agree. Not in the same physical location. We're going to do the email signature. It's going to be sent to Yahoo or test@yahoo.com, which is the email that we provided. It's going to have my producer signature on it, and go ahead and apply signature, and we're going to go ahead and click sign application. They will be given the opportunity to go ahead and sign the application via that email, and the application has been submitted and is now ready for issue to that company. If you have questions or you want to get a kind of a more in-depth review of this process, please give us a call. I'll be more than happy to walk through this and talk about any more companies we're going to be releasing this for. I appreciate your time.